Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put down your devices and pay strict attention. It's time for John Perrotta's Comedy Factory Chat Zoom-a-Loser. This show sponsored in part by Toys R Us. Why? Because every now and then we miss being a Toys R Us kid. And now, the man that Joey Chestnut truly fears, your host, John Perrotta.
Mike Cronin. Toys R Us closed. I go by at the mall, it's closed.
That's why I said every now
so
and then.
So they're sponsoring us. We get nothing. We get nothing.
You miss being a Toys R Us kid. I know I do. I
used to like to go there with my kids. I used to like to go with my kids, and I had to find a white Power Ranger. I'll never forget it. It took me 3 months before Christmas. I finally found one. I met a guy in a parking lot. I gave him $50. It was like a drug deal. If a cop pulled up, you would have thought I was getting coke or something. He would have come over, and I would have had a white Power Ranger. What would he have done, right? We got some great guests on tonight. Larisa Entin is here. Larisa.
Hello,
she's a first responder, a nurse, and she got into comedy a while before the COVID struck. Did the Comedy Connection, did the Wage House, had a great set, and she was just getting into it, and doing great. Ralphie Joyal, I've known Ralph. I met him when I started comedy in '91.
A long time ago.
Long time ago. We worked with a lot of comedy. Who did we work with back then? Well, Freddie Stone and
Dane Cook,
Scalia, Dane Cook,
yeah, Bobby Marley,
Bill Burr, Bob Marley for me.
Burr.
Yeah, those are some. You look back on it now, some amazing times.
Joe Rogan, I mean everyone.
Yeah, they were all there. Now we're here.
Yeah, no, they're in
We got Rhonda Corey. Rhonda, how you doing? She's got her own show, which I was on the other night. It was really cool. She's got a game show on there. You had to pick Italian food. What was what, and I get the first 2 right, and I got like the last 10 wrong, and I'm Italian, so I just eat the stuff. I don't know what it is. I just eat it. Put it in front of me. It's got tomatoes, meatball sauce, biscottis, or whatever. I eat everything. I'll eat it all. So Rhonda won Chicago's Clean Comedy Contest. So that's an accomplishment. I don't think I could do that. That's good. You know, we got Kelly Morse, my pal, started comedy in 2007. So I've known Kelly for 13 years now. Went to her wedding. What was that? How long ago? A year and a half?
2018.
2018, almost 2 years.
2018.
Wow. Yeah, we had a great time at the wedding. It was a great time. She married a great guy, Mike. And,
oh yeah, he'll come say hi in a bit.
Yeah, we'll have Mike come and say hi. But so what can we talk about? We'll just kind of bounce around. You know, today I was kind of mischievous. What do you call that? How do you say that word? Mischievous thinking. You know, I'm thinking when the virus hit, you couldn't find toilet paper. You used to go everywhere, no toilet paper. So I said to myself, I'm gonna screw people up. I went to like 7 CVS's and I bought all the Edge shaving cream. I bought it all. I bought them all out. 7 CVS's. If you go, no Edge shaving cream. I love this stuff, right? So that's what I'm going to do 3 times a week. I'm going to stock up and buy it for the rest of my life, the rest of your life, you guys, shaving cream. We're going to have it. And if they go to get shaving cream, Cronin, they ain't going to have none. You know what I mean? You don't use it. You just,
I get in the shower with my Dial soap, get my hands nice and fluffy, get my face all lathered up, get my mirror in front of me. Done. I haven't bought shaving cream in 100 years.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you, dude.
I'm the same way, John. I do the soap.
You don't use shaving cream either?
No, we never have it.
So I got all this shaving cream for nothing.
And you can have it all.
I got to think of something else to buy.
I don't even use the mirror in the shower. We don't have a mirror in the shower, so I just do the feel thing. You know? Oh, wow. Is this not gonna shave it? Yeah. Sometimes
my beard got so thick, I have to use an electric razor, and then I shave with the shaving cream. If I shaved in the bathroom, I'd come out like Dracula. I'd have blood. I could never shave without a mirror. I could never do it in a million years. How do you do it, Mike?
I hold the mirror up in front of my hand. So I get the mirror. I get in the shower.
Where do you put the vodka?
Where I put the vodka?
Yeah.
We only use the vodka if you cut yourself. That's all. You do that, right? Chris will tell you that. Vodka's good for cuts.
My wife,
I hold it up, and then I get it done. Boom. All set.
You're all set.
All
John,
set.
you should try.
I'm surprised. I have a hot shaving's always been. I don't like shaving.
John, my
Yeah.
wife gets mad when I use her razor. Oh my God, she hates it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I just need a razor. Well, mine's pink. I don't care. It's a pink chainsaw. I'm still gonna cut you. I just need a razor.
Usually it's the other way
Oh, the pink
around.
ones are awful.
What's that, Rhonda?
Usually it's the other way around, right? Usually if I used my husband's razor to like shave my legs, I don't know, he gets all mad. Like,
Oh no,
Yeah, I wouldn't
The
care.
other way around. She buys all the razors. She goes to the Buckster all the time. Buys all the razors. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like, those are hers. I'm like, buy me some. And she does, and I don't use them because I'm used to using hers. I like hers better. They're prettier, you know.
Maybe I should start using pink razors. I don't know. My neighbors will talk about
And
it.
they work great. It's just the color, you know.
Just the
they're pink.
The
color.
pink ones from the dollar
Pink ones from the dollar store.
store are awful. Those will like cut the
No,
shit out
sometimes
of
you
your
get
legs.
good ones. Like
I'm
4
gonna go
or
to
5.
tomorrow and buy a package for Cronin. Mike Cronin. You want pink razors? I'll drop them
I
off
don't
at your
care what
condo tomorrow.
I don't care what color they are, as long as they work.
They're lousy 25-cent pink razors at the dollar store. I'll buy you 50.
Oh, they're terrible.
Go
You
in
gotta
the
do the
shower
double-edged
and just
ones,
destroy
John.
yourself.
John, you got to do the double edge, not the single edge. The double edge. At
Double
least.
edge.
Yeah, at least. You get, you know, somewhat of a shave.
So Ralphie, what shows? You said you had a couple of shows coming up?
Yes.
We don't have
August,
too many of them coming up.
I got August 5th. I'm at the Insta Bar in Hampton, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
August 22nd, I'm at Nashua Chunkies. September 18th, Manchester Chunkies. And September 25th, Nashua Chunkies.
Oh, that's cool. That's for Rob Steen, right?
Oh, yeah, allow him for Rob. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him on Facebook last week. We sent some messages. I know he's got some of his stuff something back.
Yeah, he's got some of the stuff. I'm still waiting to open up pinatas still, but Tewksbury won't allow entertainment yet. So
Yeah, all my rooms are down. I did dinner shows, the majority of them, and they're all right now. I might get lucky and catch a couple at the end of the year, but right now I got a couple of things coming up, you know, but nothing for me, you know, but.
Hey, throw me in there, buddy.
Yeah, I'll get you. I'll have some stuff. I'm sure I'll have some stuff.
Yeah, I don't know this COVID thing. Like I said, John, I work construction, plumbing. I work with 400 guys every day. All right, if I ain't got it now, I ain't getting it. So screw it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you never know. Like look at some of these cities, big cities. They got tons that's going up and up and up.
John, you ever seen Outhouse?
I'm afraid of it. I'm still afraid of it.
You ever seen Outhouse on this construction site? Yeah, I use that every day. All right, if I ain't get it, I ain't getting it. So
You wear the mask though and everything. You gotta.
Yeah, we wear the mask when we walk in. After that, the mask goes down. I can't breathe in that thing. It was 100 degrees today. I saw dead relatives at my job site. Come see the light, Ralphie. No, not yet. I gotta pay off my mortgage. So, you know,
how old are you, Ralph? How old are you?
I'm 50. I'll be 56 in September 19.
I got 66 and a half years on you, buddy.
Yeah, you're really old. You like remember when black and white TV came out? Yeah, I remember when it went to color, but you remember when the first black and white TV set came out.
Yeah.
I could say that on this, right?
Yeah. So we got Larisa, the nurse. She's our nurse. So if we need a registered nurse, we got Larisa. She's on call 24/7. Just call her up and she'll be over. How's everything going? How's everything going at the hospital, Larisa?
Well, we don't have enough pink razors, John. Can you provide some for us?
You need pink razors?
Pink razors, yes.
Gotta have those pink
shaving cream.
Well, you know, when I take my patients for the cesarean section, razor is a must, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, now I know where to find the shaving cream and pink razors.
Razors, the way to
You
go.
got anything you're looking at to do? You're not doing any shows yet, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, it's against your advice.
Yeah.
Against John's advice. You told me you're going to tell me when you are ready to book me.
Well, don't wait for me. You might wait. I'm really conservative on this thing. I'm afraid of the virus, so
Listen,
I'm not. Usually, I'm one of the people that'll jump right in first. If the water's cold at the beach, I would run right in. This year, I'm staying back.
I agree, John. I totally agree. Listen, I have been at the hospital since it just started, and my contract is if we have the search of the patients who are sick, I have to even cancel my vacation to come back. So so far, knock on wood, I have been super careful. Of course, I will try to continue to be careful for my family and for my patients and for myself.
You have to, yeah.
because I'm not as young as I used to be.
You're still a kid. She did a set at the Wage House. She sent me the email with the link, and I watched it a couple of times. Awesome set. You did an awesome job. We got to get you back up. We had you at the Copperfields. We had you coming up some other places. I had Rhonda at Spiritos Restaurant. You were the one February 28th, I think. We had a great show.
Oh, that was such a great show.
Bobby Bajol, the Italian rapper. We had you hosting. We had I think Mike Murray. Was it Mike Murray? Scott Higgins.
Scott Higgins.
And the Prince of Mystery.
Yep.
And I came in and did a little at the end, busted some people up, and that was an awesome night.
Yeah.
I didn't even think. My son kept saying the virus is going to hit. You guys have to cancel shows. I never thought that would be like one of my last weekend of great shows. I had a couple more weeks, but that was the best night at Spirit. Lemongrass on the Thursday, Spiritos on the Friday. 2 awesome nights. At least I got the memories, you know. I mean, I want to get back to it so bad, you know.
You know.
Now, Rhonda, you do because Mike Cronin does Laughter and Hope, Christian comedy, clean, and you also do clean comedy. You're not like some comics. You say, well, that one's on the dirty side. We think of Rhonda. I needed something a while back, and I remember I thought of you. I called you and gave you that gig. I forget what it was for, and you had to go talk to. It was a woman, and you did some comedy. Had to be clean, and so you're considered a clean comic.
Well, I mean, can I ask you something? What is considered a clean comic? Are you saying you don't swear? You said you don't
somebody say I got a call, and they say we want to. You know, they worry about material. They worry about political correctness. They worry about being clean.
But what point is the point where it's all right and then it's dirty? I mean, I know it's swearing.
You know what the point is when the guy that's paying you or the lady that's paying you looks at you like she wants to kill you. That's when you know. That's when you know you're no longer been clean. So you cross the line, I guess. You know.
So clean for me. I don't use any profanity. I don't use any sexual innuendos.
Yeah.
It's just clean. But you know, I still have a great set. I hope, you know what I mean. I just don't use profanity or, you know, no political humor.
Yeah, all the times I've seen Rhonda, you've always done a good job, and I put her in shows where some guys might have been later in the show, like a little on the dirty side. And they had her host. She did a great job, you know. So it's just some crowds don't care, and some people want. If they ask you, they want it to be clean. Then you got to watch who you put in. You know what I mean? I could put like Ralphie in a clean show, but we'd have to tone it down. You know what I mean? No, you don't swear a lot anyway, Ralph.
I don't swear at all anymore now.
Yeah.
I stopped swearing like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, my stuff is adult. I mean, because I talk about my marriage and stuff. But when I talk about saying stuff, I say like. Equipment, you know, stuff like I substitute regular, you know, for cutesy names, so it's nothing real vulgar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know.
Everybody, I get some people call me. We want an R-rated show. We want a dirty show. We want, you know. I get Stephanie Peters something. I go, she's like gets really dirty, and Stephanie, God willing, I got a call because she had kidney cancer. She got operated on last Friday. They took her kidney out. Yeah, they took her kidney out. My Colleen Galvin, my friend, called me, and they keep me updated. But Stephanie, she's doing all right. They took the kidney out, and that's, you know, and that was it. They got the cancer out, and that's it. So
that's good.
Thank God.
I never performed with her, but
you never worked with Stephanie?
No, I haven't.
So I booked you for so many years, and I booked her. That's weird. You never been in the same show.
No.
I'll have to
you remember, John, I left for a while, remember?
Yeah, you left for a while.
Yeah, left for 11 years like an idiot.
Yeah.
I should have never left, but what are you going to do?
You're back now. You'll be great when this thing's over. I mean, you're the only one on here that's got shows. Rhonda, you got any shows coming up?
I have like a potential show in September. I have something in November in South Carolina. I don't know if it's going to hold or not. It's like a big conference. It's a women's conference, so I'm not sure if that's going to hold. So I didn't even book my flight because I don't trust it, you know?
Nah, wait and see what happens.
Yeah. I'm supposed to do a cruise next May. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, look at the baseball season. They started in the Florida Mounds with like 14 players with the COVID virus.
Are they not doing football this year, I heard? They canceled
preseason right now.
Okay.
So I don't know what's
They
going to
gotta have
happen
more
with
football,
football.
bro. That would be horrible. I can't swear.
Yeah.
That would be
We got
horrible.
Kelly Morse down there. Kelly, what's going on?
Nothing. The screen.
Your screen's frozen.
Oh my God, it sounds like a robot.
Hey, you there, Kelly?
It's not.
Oh, there it goes. No,
I think we're having a tough
full
time with
of-
Kelly.
I'm just full of issues.
Maybe you should try your phone and come back. I don't know.
Oh,
You're frozen solid, Kelly. Well,
She froze smiling, you know.
crap.
you're smiling anyway.
Good point,
Right.
Rhonda. Good point.
It's kind of coming back.
Mike Cronin, what's
Is it
going on with
working
you? You got the bike? Did you go for a bike ride?
Yes, I ride the bike. Everyone knows me now, what my screaming yellow bike in my neighborhood. And I want to give Rhonda Corey her proper recognition and props. The Clean Comedy Challenge was a national competition that happened to be hosted in Chicago. So that is quite the accomplishment on Miss Rhonda's resume. A national competition, and she took down the #1 spot. I booked Rhonda at my former church, Sacred Exchange Fellowship. Rhonda, you might be saying, why is he saying that's his former church? I transferred to our mother church here in North Providence, Restoration Church, Rhode Island. I'm good friends with Pastor Tony. They're a mile from my house. It just made sense. Mm-hmm. So I booked Rhonda for this fundraiser we did at Sacred Exchange. We had over 150 people in the sanctuary. They were lined up against the back wall. No more seats available. Rhonda gets up there and featured and did a 25-minute set. And when she finished and said goodnight, they all rose to their feet and gave her a standing ovation. I don't think the sanctuary roof has landed yet. That's how funny. That's how funny Rhonda Corey is. He's great. Pastor Mike, you know, Pastor Mike was the pastor there for a lot of years. And Pastor Mike would always have me do a bit at like Thanksgiving or Christmas. So that night, he leans into me and he goes, we got to get Rhonda to do a bit for us on Thanksgiving. I'm like, I'm sure she will. Just call her up. I mean, it was just incredible. Rhonda is.
She's very. Everybody on here is very funny that I've seen is all at one time or another, all different types of acts, and you know, I like to have my friends on here. You know, I'm going Thursday night. I'm with a couple of New York comics on here. My friend Stacy Kendrow lives in New York, and she comes up once in a while for a show. And then she's got a couple of New York comics coming on. Like, so I know Rhonda mixes it up. She gets comics from you know, all over. I've seen on there different days. A lot of comics that I didn't know, so get them from all over the country, right? Some of them.
Yeah. Canada, even Canada.
Canada. Wow.
Yeah.
Rhonda, when Tommy Morin, you know Tommy, right? You've talked to Tommy, haven't you? My partner in Laughter Up Ministry. So when he's first talking about you, he's like, dude, tell me about Rhonda Corey. I said, Rhonda Corey is funny. And if there were a remote island in the Caribbean somewhere, she will fly there to perform. Rhonda has no fear. She'll go anywhere. Tell us, Rhonda, some of the places you performed at.
Oh my goodness.
Around the country, because you've done it, man. You go all over.
Yeah, I've been to California. I've been to Chicago. I've been to, Georgia, Tennessee.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Pawtucket, Seekonk.
Pennsylvania.
Swansea.
Yeah, Rhonda's been all over the place. I'm in New England. I can't get out of it. I went to New York. That's about it. I did do a set. I think I don't know, for New York and all around New England. Trying to think. There's another couple of places, but I can't think. Well, Kelly, you're back?
I think for now.
Yeah, you are.
You look good. You look good.
What have you been up to, Kel? How's married life? Tell us about married life.
Oh, Mike wants me to give him another haircut. I gave him a haircut like a month and a half ago, and
Yeah.
it was
Tell us your froze.
terrible. I don't know why he wants me to do it again.
It was terrible.
Yeah. The last haircut I gave him, he looked like Kim Jong-un with like the shavedness on the side. It was terrible.
Oh man.
And he doesn't want to go to Supercuts. I don't know. I don't know why. So
Yeah.
I think I'm cutting that tonight.
So married life is good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Haircut every month and a half, and you're all set. I perform with Kelly a lot for
Pretty much.
years. We did a lot of shows. Kelly, I find Kelly very funny. Her humor is very different, very dry and wacky, and but you got some good stuff though.
Well, I was running that room in Coventry, the Morse Tavern, but they're not ready to. I know they're not ready to do shows again. So
that's the problem. A lot of these places are not ready to do them yet.
I know that it was a pretty small, packed room, so I can see why.
Yeah, I had a ball there that night, but as far as for COVID, if you say come here, I wouldn't go there. You know, it's a small room and packed in 60, 70 people. It was a great room, great show. We had a ball. You know, who's in that show? You, Maya Mannion.
Yep.
Yeah, we had
Dennis
a good time.
Mello, Nicole. Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah. So, what else is up, guys? We gotta talk about something. Larisa, you got any topics? You're from Russia. You got any?
Oh gosh,
thing in Russia that they do different than here?
Ask Rhonda. Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How did you start? Did you start here in Rhode Island? How did you continue with all that stuff? Tell us about the national competition. Did they find you? Did you find them? I'm just curious because I'm at the beginning level.
Yeah, so I actually did start here in Rhode Island, and it's weird. I started doing comedy in churches, which nobody does that. That's the weirdest thing ever, but that's just how I started. And as far as the contest goes, it is a national contest, and it's called the Clean Comedy Challenge, and they have them all over. Like she was supposed to have 3 this year. She did end up having 1. Leslie Norris Townsend ends up running it, and but no, you just have to. You don't have to qualify for it or anything. You just have to sign up. And this year there was like $1,000 prize. Not when I was there. It was half that, of course.
How much time do you have to do?
All right, so it's like you have to do like 3 tight minutes. So you do 3 tight minutes on a, like, say it was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? 3 tight minutes on the Thursday, 3 tight minutes on the Friday. Saturday you would do like 2 minutes, and then if you make the finals, it's like a 5-minute set. And I mean, it has to be tight, set up, punch, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was great because it wasn't just that. It was also, it's kind of like a comedy boot camp because they have different comics, you know, veteran comics come in and teach classes. Like, you know, Eddie Brill, you must know who Eddie Brill is, right? So Eddie Brill has been there, and he was one of the judges at one time. Rocky Laporte was there. I did one also in LA. So they had they had some agents there. It was great. Gene Parrott. Have you heard of Gene Parrott?
I've heard of him.
Amazing. He's a comedy legend. He wrote for Bob Hope and Phyllis Diller, and so he taught one of the classes in LA. It's awesome. I mean, it's an investment, but I think that's one of the things.
Why? How much is it to get into it?
I don't remember. It's like 2 something maybe.
200, yeah.
Yeah. But it's worth it because it's not just that. It's classes. You're hanging around. You're, you know, for 3 days, 3 solid days. You're with.
It's 3 days.
Yeah, you're with all other comics.
That's not bad. A couple hundred for that.
No, it really was worth it. It was worth, because I really believe in investing in your comedy.
But is it one of these things you give them $200 and if you don't get picked to go on the thing, you lose your $200?
No.
No. Okay.
There's like, they have spots. There's like 20 to I think when I was there was maybe 22 people. I think that was tops.
But I know even sometimes those, not those things, but other ones you pay so much, and then even if you don't get in, you don't get your money back. Whatever.
No, it's not like that at all. I think
cool,
they usually have an early bird one. Make sure you friend me, and when they have another one,
yeah, definitely.
I'll definitely let you know. But I think it's really important just to invest, time and energy, money, whatever.
Trust me,
career.
I've always been like that too. I always put money into advertising for the shows or whatever. Money into different things,
Yeah.
Try to build up. I built up for 29 years. My rooms were doing great. Business was doing great. I was retired. I was on cloud nine. This is great. Everything was going so good.
And then all of a sudden,
January, February, it didn't snow. I think one time, and at shows, none of them got canceled. We had good crowds coming out. It was unbelievable.
Oh, I know. It was great. It really was.
Threw everybody off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did.
So you think people are going to be hungry, though? I mean, as soon as things open up, or as soon as there's a vaccine or whatever, do you think people are going to be hungry for comedy?
Oh yeah,
I think
they'll
so.
be hungry for everything.
Yeah, I think when you can safely go out, and it's safe, people know. Because a lot of people don't care, and then there's people that care. So.
Right.
I mean, I got diabetes, high blood pressure. I got different issues. If I get the virus, it wouldn't be good for me.
No.
I was just in a hospital recently, and I got tested, and I don't have the virus. I was nervous because they said we're going to test you for COVID, and I'm like, they tested me, and I didn't have it.
I've already got tested twice so far.
Yeah, I was relieved.
And before I go to work, they take my temperature every day.
Really?
Yeah.
I personally think that when this all passes, as I've said before, God is going to replace what was lost and then some. I've been out and about, Angel and I after church. We've been to Twins. We've been to Twin Oaks. I've been to Palma. People are coming out. And these people that are cooped up, you read all these stories online, people losing it, yelling and screaming. The woman in Apponaug the other day, she made it all the way to TMZ, yelling and screaming because a truck drove down her street. People are tense. They've got all this pent-up stuff going on. They don't know what to do. So when this finally does lift, they're going to want to laugh, and they're going to want to laugh in a big, big way.
I hope you're right.
I'm telling you, man.
I think you're right. I think when it's safe, you know what I mean? It might come back scattered here and there, but until there's a vaccine, you're not going to have the crowds we had. You'll do shows here and there, this stuff, but I don't see consistently having 100, 200 people, and you're right there on the crowd. It's not going to be like that for a while. There'll be shows, but there'll be different things they got to follow, guidelines. And
they'll be doing it in wide open parking lots with tents. That's what they're going to be doing.
I saw Bob Marley.
That's exactly, Ralphie,
that's what I've been doing. It's all tents.
I saw a clip of Bob Marley. He did a drive-in.
Yeah, they're doing drive-ins.
A couple of nights ago. He had 2 shows at a drive-in tonight.
I know Lenny Clark and all them guys from they're going down the Yarmouth Drive and having a big show there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the drive-ins, the open, the better. I mean, that's what they're going to do. Yeah. People are going to start having...
I feel like it's almost kind of wrong to be doing comedy in, comedy clubs right now.
Yeah, you can't be inside. You can't. At least outside.
Yeah, it's just, I get it. You wear a mask when you walk in, but then the rest of the time, you're just sitting there, in a closed...
That's the problem.
The people got to take the mask off. As soon as they sit down, they're taking the mask off.
Yeah.
That's where you can catch it, in a place where it's closed in.
Yeah.
That's the highest risk, they said, at indoor bars.
Mostly. Or scattered about. I mean, people definitely 6 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
Look what happened with the Flower
all these casino shows I'm seeing, I feel like that should not be happening right now.
Yeah, you're right, Kelly. That's close quarters. I was going to interject there. If you're baseball fans, just take a look at what happened with the Florida Marlins. Now, they were very, very, very irresponsible. I read that they knew they had 3 infected players.
Well, there you go.
But they still play the Phillies. And then it turns out they don't have 3. They've got 14 infected players. So now the Phillies can't play. They had to cancel their games with the Yankees. So, you know, this is out there, and we've got to be respectful of it. We've got to take precautions to help us, right, Larissa? You know what I'm saying. We've got to take those proper precautions. And I thank you again, Larissa, for being out there on the front line, working hard and treating us. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That's a tough job. Being a nurse, any kind of first responder right now is that's a tough job. I mean, I'm glad I've been 2.5 years retired from the prison. They haven't had it too bad there so far. Knock on wood, I got a lot of friends that work there, but that's a tough place to work during this too. You know what I mean? You got a building, 100 inmates.
That's a tough place to work.
400 inmates, 500 inmates.
I don't know how you did it for that long.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I stayed there 36 years. I don't know how I did it.
Holy shit.
Was it? I mean, it's got to be depressing a little bit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tried to keep the guys laughing. I would joke around a lot.
I remember you said if you can make them laugh on death row, you're doing something.
I had all the correctional laws. I try to get them laughing, you know, I try. It wasn't an easy job, you know what I mean? It was easy.
And all of a sudden that horn goes off.
In some ways, it's an easy job, but in some ways, mentally, it's the stress of it.
Yeah, I give you credit. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but the comedy helped me. Like, my friends thought I was nuts. Sometimes I'd work till 8:30 at the prison, run home, take a shower. I'd have a show going somewhere. Somebody was running. I'd run over to the show. I'd close it. I did that a lot. I'd get out of work, and I don't know how I did it.
John, when I lived down the Cape, I used to get out of work at like 2:30, no, actually 4 o'clock, zoom up to Woburn when Dick Doherty had the Comedy Loft open mic there. It'd be on Thursday night, stay over at my friend's house, wake up like 3 in the morning, drive home back to the Cape and work on Friday.
We're nuts. We do things. You're into comedy. You do things.
Who's gonna travel 900 miles for $25?
It's a lot more, right? The $20 feels so good in your heart and in your soul.
Kelly.
John Perrotta is the Earl Campbell when Earl Campbell was on top of his game. The Earl Campbell of comedy. Nothing stops Johnny P.
No, the pandemic stopped Johnny P.
Pandemic, but
first time I met Johnny.
It took a pandemic to stop me. 39 straight years.
I remember seeing back in the day, John and I go back to 1991 like you. I've done a gazillion shows with John.
Oh, yeah.
I can remember riding through parts of Rhode Island, pulling up to a red light, and you'd look and you'd see the John Perrotta Comedy Factory flyer stapled to a telephone pole.
I met Johnny first at El Torito's down in Norwood.
Okay.
I go, honey, I met this guy, John Perrotta. I think he's connected, but he seems cool.
right. Yeah, right.
Everybody, the way I talk, everybody thinks I'm with the mom.
Yeah, John. That's what I thought. He had the Hawaiian shirt on and stuff. I said, he's pretty cool. He's going to book me, but I'm not going to borrow any money from him.
Here's a funny story about John that I've told before. I had Meatball Comedy Stop Productions, so I'm booking John to headline. So we're on the phone. Dude, send me your headshot. Let me give you my email address. Brother, what do you mean? What's your regular address, bad boy? He always calls me bad boy. I mean, what do you mean my regular? Where do you live? John, don't mail it to me. Just let me give you my email address and send me a headshot that you want. I'm old school, bad boy. I'm old school.
Hey.
So I give him my address, hang up the phone from him, go online, find a bunch of pictures, choose the one I like best, send it out to my print shop, got everything up on my website, the whole bit. 3 days later, by U.S. mail comes this big manila envelope. I open it up. It's John Perrotta's headshot. He mailed it to me.
Oh, yeah, we all did that. We used to have the VHS tape with the big envelope, and you got like 100 headshots for like $50 out of some magazine.
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget
The last
it.
headshot I got, Mike Murray's niece. I took her right out. He said, she does a great job. He showed me his picture. I went up to see her, and she did a good job. That was probably 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to get another headshot after that when the pandemic's over.
I just had new headshots done. I love my new headshots. It's on my Facebook page. Absolutely love it.
When Mike started, he had long hair. and he was dubbed. I don't know if I dubbed him or somebody dubbed him the bad boy of comedy. It was around 91, 92, and then he was pretty dirty.
Oh, you can't see it.
See
Oh,
that.
there you can.
Oh,
There you can.
That's a good shot.
Oh, I love this.
Oh my God.
Love that.
That's a good picture.
Mike, did you hire a photographer?
Yes, a photographer took it. He didn't charge me because he's my friend, but he did take it for me. Yep.
It's a nice photo of you.
Thank you, Larisa. I love it a lot.
I missed it. My screen froze.
You missed it, Kelly. Come on now.
Your screen froze. I missed it.
I'll check Facebook. You said it's on Facebook?
Yeah, I can't go back
Okay.
and do it again because we're having trouble with our sponsor, seeing it's Toys R Us, and they're out of business.
I'm a Child World kid. We grew up on Child World.
Now, let me ask you this.
How about KB Toys? I used to go there too.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the best.
I remember KB Toys. Let me ask you this, people on the panel tonight. When I did the intro, did any of you catch the man that Joey Chestnut truly fears?
Joey
Anybody?
Chestnut. He's the hot
That's the
dog
hot dog guy, right?
Yeah.
I just got it now. I realized you said that. I was thinking it was somebody on The Sopranos or something. Joey
Everyone,
Chestnut.
when I rolled it out, I said to myself, I'm thinking, they got to know who Joey Chestnut is. I'm looking at all of you. You're all like this.
No, I didn't know who he was.
He's the guy that just every year he just won it again, the hot dog eating contest.
He's like 100 hot dogs, Ralphie.
Like 100 hot dogs in 5 or 10 minutes.
Wow.
They do it up at Nathan's. This year they couldn't hold it outdoors, but they do it at Nathan's. And this guy is a wrecking ball.
Really? Oh.
Yep.
He's thin too, right?
He's thin, Rhonda. Yes. He's
Like a
thin.
hot dog.
Yeah. Yes, Larissa. Exactly. So I thought when I laid that out, you all would be rolling hysterically. You all were like deer stuck in headlights.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Joey Chestnut. Who the heck is Joey Chestnut?
I thought he was the guy in The Sopranos, too.
And why is he saying Toys R Us? Toys R Us is closed, right? Isn't it?
Like I said, I grew up on Child World out in Framingham.
I remember Child World.
I won a bike from them one time when I was little.
Yes.
Hood Ice Cream was having this contest, and they had these hoodsie things. And you rode in, you say your favorite one, you can win a bike, and I won a bike. I was psyched.
I used to like going to the toy stores.
Pretty downhill from this.
Find my kids different stuff, and I look for stuff for me, props, and sometimes I'd find something, I can use that for this. So I was kind of wacky. I'd be going to a toy store for myself sometimes, walking around. Crazy.
Toy stores are the best. Man, I can remember going to Ann and Hope with my mom. Me and my sister would beg our mom, we'll be good. Let us go to the toy store. Let's go to the toy department. And she'd let us go to the toy department. I mean, who would do that now? You would never do that now because you're afraid somebody would be walking with you out the side.
Yeah.
But that's how much fun it was back then, just to go through, and then naturally you grab a toy and beg your mom at the cashier. Can I get it? Can I get it? I'll be good. I'll be this. I'll be that. So love going to the toy store.
I used to get the Matchboxes.
Oh, Ralph, I used to ride my bike up to Benny's.
Oh,
Get
Benny's.
the new Matchbox cars when they came out.
Oh, yeah?
So love it.
If we only knew how much they're worth now, it's crazy.
I had a ton of them.
I did too. I had the suitcase.
Yeah, the suitcase. My brother had that.
Yeah.
Suitcase
The
with all of
Matchbox. Yeah. That was.
I had the suitcase. I had remember the orange racetrack with
Yeah,
it?
my parents used to hit me with that. Yes. Boom.
There you go.
I had a ton of baseball cards, and then some of them were worth some more. I gave them to my little cousin back in like the 70s. I don't use those anymore.
I used to have the baseball cards, but they were from the band the Monkees.
Oh, yeah.
And all those, and they had the little stick of gum. You had Davy Jones and the rest of them and stuff.
I have a bunch of Beanie Babies if anyone wants to buy one.
Yeah.
Beanie Babies, yeah, they were big back then. My God.
Beanie Babies are...
I absolutely loved the Monkees. I never missed it. Matter of fact, I begged my mom and dad to let me buy the Mondo boots that they wore.
Oh, no way.
Took me a lot. Finally, I convinced them. No, I went to St. Kevin's school. So I get these Mondo boots. They're like a cool leather suede. I'm like thinking, dude, I'm like the second cousin. Yeah. So I'm walking down the hallway with all my swag on, probably like in the 6th grade, 5th grade. And the nun pulls me over and tells me, these shoes are not allowed. Sends me home with a note.
They're from the devil.
I'm telling you, man, they wouldn't let me do it. So now fast forward many years ago, I'm working at Valley Total Fitness. I worked there for 12 years.
Yeah.
I know you can't tell by my physique now, but I did work there for 12 years. So my friend Tanya, if you're listening, hi Tanya. Tanya's working the front desk. And she comes running to me. She goes, Michael, come and look who's walking down the ramp. I'm like, who? She goes, it's Mickey Dolenz.
Oh, no way.
And the ramp down in Ralph in North Providence went down this way, took a little turn, then it on that way. It's Mickey Dolenz. So
what was he looking for? Weed?
Serious? Serious?
Dude, I'm telling you. I'm standing next to Tanya, and we check him in. See, they got to show his driver's license, got to show his card. Mickey Dolenz. So check him in, not making a big deal out of it. So then he goes off and he's on his way. So I figure, let me make sure that he's being okay here. So I go into the locker room, and these guys have got him like, not cornered, but they've got him in a conversation. And I walk in on where they're saying, boy, it's nice to meet you. I love that show growing up. Mickey, you were my favorite. And here's what Mickey Dolenz said to them. I get that all the time. I wish I had his money. They left him alone. Because...
And it was him? It was him?
It was him.
But that's what he said, huh?
That's what he said, to get them, because they were all coming at him left and right. And he just very calmly said it, I get that all the time. I wish I had his money. Wow, I can't believe it. It's uncanny how much you look like him.
Oh, so it was really him, but he was just telling him it wasn't.
Yeah, it was definitely him. I knew it was him. We checked him in at the front desk. So when he left, he came into my office, gave me a nice autograph, and he was playing at the P-PAC. He was in the play Grease that was in town for the week.
Now, did he really play his own instruments, or was that just,
No, the true musicians in that group were Michael Nesmith, Peter Torkelson, and Davy Jones could sing and play a little bit of keys, but he was not one of them. He had to learn his way through it.
Yeah.
That was the big thing about that band when it came came out.
The American Beatles, but they couldn't play instruments.
Right. They were on the road. They were on the road. They were opening up for Jimi Hendrix.
I know. I saw that one when they opened for Hendrix, and Hendrix was booed off the stage because they're screaming for Davy.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They opened for Jimi Hendrix. They were big. They were the Monkees were really, really big. That was
the Monkees, Larisa, back then in Russia.
No.
You didn't have the Monkees in Russia?
Get it?
No Monkees.
No.
Rhonda, that's what you got to do on your show. You got to have a contest for your guests. Who can sing the theme song to the Monkees?
Oh, my God. Who couldn't? It's engraved in my brain. Right up with Gilligan's Island.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yep. How about, remember the car, the GTO that Barris made for them?
Yeah. That was hot.
Where's that car?
I got the miniature at my bar. I got the small one at my bar. This big, the Monkees.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah. That was cool.
Well, you guys have been fun.
Don't say we're wrapping up. Don't say we're wrapping up. We're just.
You don't want to wrap up?
No, we're talking about the Monkees and childhood memories.
If you can get me a pair of the shoes you had, I'll wait a while.
Dude, I will jump online right now and get you a pair of those shoes.
They still have them?
Of course they've got everybody.
You have everything at the internet.
That's right, John. Amazon Prime, if it's out there, we can get it shipped to your house in 24 hours.
In that big yellow envelope.
I'll get you the Toys R Us logo. You can put it in the background for the next show.
You guys are nuts, man.
We'll get Joey Chestnuts to come over and eat hot dogs with you.
There you go.
Anything is possible online today.
I talked to my diet doctor today. I'm starting my diet back up. August
John,
17th.
John, you know what to do? I've been doing this. Before you go to bed, you drink lime juice and salt. You dump like a bunch of salt in a glass of lime juice. You drink that every night. You melt away the pounds. I've already lost like 7 pounds.
Wow.
Why salt? Why salt?
I don't know. It's just part of the thing. It's you put like a teaspoon of salt in a glass this big, and the rest is like lemon juice, kind of like watered down lemonade. And you drink that at night, right before you go to bed, and it melts away the pounds.
It's lots of salt, a teaspoon.
A teaspoon. I don't know.
Notice how the nurse Larissa's in the background, kind of like falling asleep. She's like, what? Did he say salt? Why
we
salt?
Still talking about the friggin' Monkees? Jesus. These old people drive me crazy.
So
a long time ago.
I love Larissa.
Apple cider vinegar, salt, huh?
Larisa
Usually
Oh,
it's
yeah.
lime and
asks
apple
the
cider
best
vinegar
questions.
helps. Wow, interesting.
She
Yeah.
came right to the
Okay, I
nurse
think
came
tonight,
right
all
to
of
life.
us.
So you'll lose weight, but your blood pressure will shoot through the roof because of the
Oh,
salt.
who cares
John, I'm
about
telling
blood
you,
pressure,
John,
John? We're gonna lose an
John,
arm.
you should get the gastric bypass, bro. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
I don't want to do that. I
Ah,
actually lost.
John, look
I
at me.
lost, Ralphie. I lost 65 pounds. The
John,
pandemic
I lost
hit,
150
and
pounds.
then
John,
I gained back 25. So I'm still off 40. All I gotta
John,
do
if
is
you
lose
get the
another 40.
bypass, you'll never gain it back because you can't eat. It won't let you.
No,
eat.
I've had
Plus-
friends. I've had friends that have done.
Well,
really
you got to
well.
manage yourself. You can't be an idiot.
I've had friends that have done great on it, and I've had friends that have done horrible.
John, I had it 5 years ago, and I'm
I don't
still.
want to do it. I'm afraid to do it. Yeah, people die in that surgery.
Oh, people die with everything, John.
Ralph, what were you chipping
Okay.
out at your heaviest weight?
406.
Wow, that's a big boy.
Yeah, I got the old headshots. I look like a big guy.
Yeah, I remember you. I remember. You know, I don't think that we've ever met in person, but I've always known who you were. I know we emailed back and forth quite a bit, and I remember those.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this guy looks like a wrestler. This is a big dude.
Yeah, I was. Well, when I had the long hair, it looked like Meatloaf. I was dead on for Meatloaf. I couldn't go anywhere. It was a pain in the ass. I go to the supermarket.
How tall are you, Ralph?
6 foot.
Wow, you're a big boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was. No,
6 foot, 404 pounds.
Man.
406 pounds.
406 pounds.
Yeah, used to love the buffet.
Rhonda, what do you make of all this? I'm gonna wrap it up. It's my show, and you won't let me wrap it up. How do we get off?
Here's what Rhonda's thinking, but she's not going to say it. She's saying, I don't want to cook for these guys.
Yes. And I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I'm still thinking about the salt. Like, I'm like, doesn't that make you retain water?
I know. I know.
This is what. All right. This is what you do. You take you know what the thing. A carafe. Do a carafe of lemon juice. Do a teaspoon of salt in the lemon juice. Shake it up. Put it in the refrigerator. Put lemons in it. Take a glass about that big. Drink it right before you go to bed. It works. It's working for me. You know. But
I
then
tried that once with lemon
juice
juice and cayenne pepper.
No, lemon juice and salt. That's what I
Lemon
use.
juice and salt, Kelly.
Yeah, but I think any sort of hot thing melts the weight away too. Because
it's like lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and honey. I think.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, the honey, really?
I only lasted like a day, not even. Yeah, I think it was honey.
I have the Optifast shakes, the ones Oprah Winfrey did. I mean, I do good with them when I go on them. I do good.
Yeah, but then you go down and then you go up.
I was doing phenomenal. The pandemic, I don't want to blame the pandemic, but I
No,
got
I
so
know.
depressed. I started buying food and started.
Yeah, I mean, everyone gained weight in the pandemic because, I mean, Christ, all I did was drink during it, you know? You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
The first 2 months were awful. First 2 months were awful.
I just kept cooking and baking. And
Yeah, that's what everyone did, and cooking and watching Netflix and, you know, what have you.
I know, Rhonda, you can throw down. I see all those pictures. I'm saying to myself, I'm a bachelor. Why don't I live in Rhonda's neighborhood? Or why don't John and Rhonda live in my neighborhood? You got all these pictures of great meals, desserts that you're throwing down. Like, wow, this girl can cook.
Yeah, I can, but I don't want to do it all the time. So that's what happened. Like, they found out I can do it more than once a month.
So how does John weigh in on that? Is he like trying to nudge her in the right direction? Hey, I think I'd like to have this for Sunday or tonight.
Yeah, no, he's just amazed that I cooked more than like once a week. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my gosh, like I ruined everything. See, in the beginning of my marriage, like I didn't let on. So this is what I tell anybody for premarital counseling. Like he would come home from work and he'd be like, we lived in this big, huge apartment building, and he'd be like, oh, it smells so good. I'd be like, honey, you know that's coming from down the hall. You know what I mean?
No, you didn't.
No,
Rhonda, how long you been married?
You know what? It's going to be 25 years next month.
I said to myself 25 years. I guess.
I got 28 years.
Wow.
And I met her at a comedy show.
You met her at a comedy show?
Yeah.
Really?
Down the Cape.
Wow.
This is room I was booking. Do you remember, oh God, what was it called? This is a while ago. This is back like in 93, 94. Remember I was booking that room down there, John? I think I had you there.
I don't remember. We're wrapping it up now, Ralphie.
All right, buddy.
You got your last word. Anything you want to say besides the salt and And lemon.
No, just this was fun, and we'll have to do it again. And book me if you can.
I'll get you as soon as I can. You know that, Ralph.
I know that, buddy.
Thanks for coming on, Ralphie. Rhonda, what do you got to say to wrap? This is the wrap up. What do you got to say?
No, just thanks, John, for just having me. It was fun, and Mike, my gosh, I owe you money for all the praise that you gave me. I don't know, your check's in the mail. I'm not doing Venmo. I'm just gonna mail you a check in a big manila envelope.
Send him a picture
with your headshot.
A headshot, yeah.
And a banana bread.
Banana bread.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Rhonda. I was on Rhonda's a couple of nights back, and so she was on tonight, and I appreciate it. Kelly, you got anything to say to wrap it up before you cut Mike's hair?
Yeah, I'm gonna go make some lime and salt juice and shave my husband's head.
Larisa, what do you got to say? The nurse on the front lines in this pandemic, comedian coming into the business, gets hit with a pandemic, still killed it a couple of times. What do you got to say to wrap it up, Larisa?
I want to say it's so good to see you all. It was very educational about the shaving cream, where to buy pink razors, salt. Now salt will start disappearing because everybody wants to lose weight.
Maybe we'll try that while Ralphie does.
Yeah, next time we will do shots. Lemon and salt.
Thanks for coming on, Larisa. Stay safe.
Thank you so much. You as well.
Yeah, and we got the bad boy of comedy, Laughter and Hope. That's the name of his company. What do you got to say to wrap it up, bad boy?
I am humbled and honored to be on one of many shows with this great panel. I had such a good time. I'm always bummed out when we wrap it up. I would like to go for a lot. You know, we get into a good rhythm. We're talking about the Monkees. You people have no idea how much I loved the Monkees. That being said, it was great to see all your smiling faces. Larisa, as always, because we've done a few of these, you always ask the best questions. And when you play this back, after Ralphie said the thing about the salt and the lemon, watch how you shot right to life. The nurse in you just rose right to the top.
Like, Rhonda, what the heck is going on?
Thank you, Mike.
Rhonda, it was great seeing you. Those props and acknowledgments are well deserved. I'll never forget that night. That whole sanctuary rose to its feet, gave you a standing ovation. That had to feel good. It felt good for me to see it. It was awesome. Kelly, it was great talking with you. Johnny P, as always, I love you, brother. I look forward to doing it again. Everybody stay safe. I pray God's favor over each and every one of us here. Remember that God is in charge. Love you all.
All right, love all you guys.
All up to you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Stay safe, stay healthy. When this is over, which is, I'm going to put it on pause. Hold on 1 second. Goodbye, everybody, and hold on.